Afternoon all, welcome to Grandads Allotment. A little bit of a different video today. I've been tagged by Simon of 50 Shades of Green to do my best video challenge. Thanks for that, Simon. I haven't forgot about your seeds, but I will be home in the next couple of days and I'll be able to sort that out for you. As you can see, I'm not on the allotment. I'm stuck in a Premier Inn somewhere in London. Other hotels are available, but yeah, I work away quite a bit, so getting a chance to do some allotment videos recently has been fairly small. So Simon mentioned in his video why I had my allotment. My allotment channel is called Grandads Allotment. It's not my granddad's, it's my father's allotment. My kids' granddads, and my dad had a lot of grandkids that have all grown up on the allotment and helped them throughout the years. They're all now grown up. My kids are helping on the allotment just the same as what I did. My dad has always had an allotment for as long as I can remember. He's always had a garden for as long as I can remember, and he was always at it. My dad developed dementia and Alzheimer's probably about 10 years ago, and one of the reasons for us taking over the allotment was to give my dad some sense of normality. And if you know anybody that deals with or has suffered from dementia and Alzheimer's, normality is the key to them living a successful life as much as they can. But it got to such a stage where my dad's dementia sort of progressed over the years that he just couldn't get down by himself, and eventually things were getting a bit too much for him, so we decided as a family, all the grandkids and myself, to take on the allotment just to help him out so he could still come down, potter on and do his bits, but with the help of us. So we've done that for quite a while. It got to a stage where he literally couldn't come down out the house anymore. So what we did we took all the plants up to his house, and he potted things on in his little shed in the backyard. He did all the sowing of the seeds, the tomatoes and things like that up there, and we brought them back down to the allotment. But he was missing the allotment because he couldn't see what was going on. So every time we went down on a weekend, we would make a video and we'd come back, put it on TV for him and show him what's happening, and be told what we're doing wrong, basically. So that's the reason we've got the allotment. Fortunately, my dad passed away 18 months ago now, but we've decided to keep it on in his memory. We'll still do the videos. Hopefully he's watching up there, because I'm sure they've got YouTube Prime up there, so I'm sure he's watching on and keeping an eye on what we're doing. So the best video, really, I wouldn't have said it was the best video quality or content wise, but it's the only video that we've got on the channel that's got my dad in it. So it's really a bit of a tribute to him to see this video. And it brought back some memories, which were great. Every time my dad used to come down to the allotment, he always told me what to do, and he always stuck his oar in, because we never did things right. And you can see that in this video. Nathan's doing a bit of watering of the pumpkins, I think it is, and my dad's telling him like where to water and what he's missed. So yeah, it's the only video on the channel that's got my dad in it, even though it's his allotment and it's all for him, really. So I'll attach that at the end of this clip. But I've got to nominate some others as well. So I'm supposed to nominate 3 other people. But I've got a lot of YouTubers that I watch. I've probably got about 450 different YouTubers that I watch, and most of them are garden related. I know that's a bit sad, but I've discovered a fairly new YouTuber called Tony C. Smith, and he's from up my neck of the woods. He's from Seaham, so it's just along the coast from me. He's a canny lad, really good videos. He's sent us some seeds for next year, and he's really entertaining, and he's doing really well, and he does a good line in puffer jackets. So yeah, but yeah, he's a great guy. Go and check him out. Couple of others that I really like, and perhaps because they're a bit traditional, and the reminders a little bit of my dad, I suppose. Cliff from Castle Hill Gardens. He's just a great bloke, a fountain of knowledge, and he just empowers everything he does. You know, he's really good. He's got a fantastic grapevine that goes across a trellis. You know, how long it's taken him to get to that stage, I don't know, but it's just amazing. And you know, he tells you everything in immaculate details. So I'll put him on. Cliff from Castle Hill Gardens, really good channel, really informative. And another guy, older guy as well, again reminds us of my dad, Michael Botherton. He's so meticulous in everything he does. You know, everything he does is just meticulously spotless and logical the way he does things. And they both remind us of my dad quite a lot. My dad was a fantastic gardener, and you know, everything he did, you know, he could grow tomatoes in a bucket of sand, honestly. His greenhouse at home, every year he used to take the soil out, and the soil was sterilised. He used to burn it till it was bright red on a fire, put it back in, and then he used to feed. Everything went in was fed. It was all natural. I remember I used to buy in 6X sort of concentrated manure, and it's not like the 6X that you get these days, which is like chicken pellets. It was really, really concentrated manure, and he used to put that into an onion bag and put it into a big container of water, a water bowser full of water, and then it soaked for months, and it came out with this really, really concentrated feed. It was almost like treacle coming out of it, and that he used to dilute that down. So his soil was sterilised every year, and he fed with loads of different things, nettle tea and, you know, comfrey. Everything was through his feed. His tomatoes had a different feed on them every day, you know. So it wasn't necessarily what was the soil that was feeding them; it was what he was feeding them, you know. He had a friend that used to work at the sewage works, and he used to bring in bags of sort of concentrated sewage, really. You know, that was great. He used to do massive tomatoes, unbelievable. But yeah, them two guys, really meticulous, and you know, the way they do things, they've got a gentle approach. They're just plodding on. They've been doing it for years, and they're both just a fountain of knowledge. Yeah, so check them guys out. The other one, I know it's 4, but this one I've been following from the beginning, and it's Jim from Jim's Allotment. And again, yeah, he's got loads of subscribers, but that's not the point. He deserves his subscribers. He just builds everything, you know, and his videos show you his builds from start to finish. Really, really fantastic. Some of his builds. He always starts off his videos exactly the same, walking into the greenhouse, you know, and at different stages of the year you see his greenhouse go from going with nothing in it to sitting like in a rainforest full of tomatoes and cucumbers and everything, just traipsing all over. And it's great because you can see that in every video, that just in his greenhouse is just moving and changing as the seasons go on. So it's really, really good. But his video, he's just phenomenal. He's building, you know, he bought a load of Harris fencing, and showed you how to build a fruit cage out of Harris fencing from start to finish. You know, from getting the stuff delivered to cutting it up, welding it, putting locks in. You know, amazing. He got a second greenhouse that didn't have an opening window, so he made one. You know, bits of aluminium and stuff. His engineering skills are phenomenal, but the way he does it, anybody can follow him, and you know they can do it as well. You know, built an incinerator out of metal tins, and he grows a lot of birdhouse gourds, and he shows you how to make a bird box out of them and stuff like that. Really phenomenal. Some of the videos you need to check out. So yeah, I know it's 4. I could name loads more. Let's say I've got hundreds of channels, but they're the ones that stand out as nobody's sort of said at the moment that I can think of. But yeah, I'll put the links below. So that's enough of me waffling on. I need to get back to my laptop and do some work, because that's what I'm here to do. I don't come to London because I like it. It's a bit far south for me. It's the air's a bit thicker than what it is back home. But yeah, so I'll put the links below for those 4. Thanks again to Simon 50 Shades of Green for nominating us, and yes, I will send your seeds on. But yeah, enjoy my video with my dad and Nathan. I think they're watering pumpkins. Thanks for listening, guys. See you later. Morning all, we're up in the Grandads Allotment. Morning all, just going to show you around Grandads Allotment. I know you've never seen me before, but I'm Neil and this is my dad's allotment, which we've been taking over for the last couple of years. We'll just have a quick look around, show you what's going on. Fruit cage there. And the part of the allotment. Yeah, just apologies, we didn't put a video out last week. We're trying to do one every sort of weekend to see how the things are progressing, but we're all tied up working last weekend, so this is the first chance we've had to get down. But yeah, we'll have a quick look around the allotment, and I think Abby and Nathan's going to show you a few hints and tips and tricks, and we've got our Wilco's bargain hunt reveal. So that's Grandad there, checking, making sure everything's ready. Okay, Nathan's doing a bit of watering of the pumpkins. Grandad's just making sure he's doing it right. Make sure you get right down the bottoms, Nathan, right to the roots. So that's Nathan there, just a bit watering in the tomatoes. Just going to soak all the ground because it's been red hot last few days. Tomatoes are suffering a bit. You know, starting to go a bit red on some of them. These grapes are huge now though. I'm going to have to do something with these. So that's just a couple of weeks and they've been in the pots there. Peppers are doing cannies, little pepper coming on there. Cucumbers. These were supposed to be gherkin ones, but I've left them a bit longer now. Not massive. These are the yellow cucumbers. Take some off there. You can see it. Loads of gherkins on. The yellow variety there. You can do a bit harvesting a day. Some of the peppers are coming on canny. You've got to turn red there, the little hot chili peppers there. Sunflowers are coming on canny. Starting to die back some of these now, so we'll take them off and let them dry out. Got the seeds for next year. Nice flowers there coming on. More pumpkins. These are definite pumpkins these days because they've set off runners. All the herbs and that there doing canny. Rosemary. Lavender's dying back in this one though for some reason. Comfrey's come back up. That's the second lot of comfrey. It's been cut once already. And comfrey tea. Sweet corn just starting to come up now. Just starting to get the heads on and the tassels. Celery coming on a little bit there. You're doing alright. Have a look in the greenhouse. So these are my what I thought was melons, but I think they're round courgettes. They were getting a bit too big, so they start to split. So I think they're round courgettes and not melons. They don't sound hollow. I think I'll have a cut one and off and see what happens there. Be back in a second when I get a knife. Oh. Right, so these are what I think courgettes. Not as was on the packet. Melons. They're hard. Split any near this one, so whoa. We could do it with a bigger knife. There we go. Definite courgettes, because they're not hollow. So we'll have to do some courgette cake or something when we get home with them. So the pumpkins are coming on. Quite canny. Another one in there somewhere. They were yellow last week, but they've changed colour again. A big one down there. Quite shape that one though. These ones here, which I thought are pumpkins, look to me like they're courgettes because they're coming away from the middle. They're not coming off on runners, they come from the middles. So I think they're yellow courgettes, they're round courgettes. They've been misplaced in the bag. See, look. Starting to dry out. It's been a bit red hot this last week. Sunflowers are coming up canny. Green beans, runner beans are starting there. You can see, just starting to set the beans. There. Just starting to set beans. I'm going to do a couple of things today. A couple of jobs, a bit more tidying up. Good water everywhere. Nathan's doing a bit of watering. Peas are drying out now, which is what we want them to do. Want them to dry up, see. So we'll use them as the seeds for next year. Courgette's coming on all over though. Look. Oh, there's another big one. We'll get that one today. And another one. Coming on all over. But these are the peas that that Nathan planted the other day in the last video, starting to show through there now, and these will be my replacements for the second set of peas, and these are just normal Marifat peas. So we'll see how they go. The first lot is drying off there now, so we'll save them seeds for next year. I've already got another set in, which will probably be a couple of weeks away, and this will be my third set of succession of peas. Rhubarb still coming through. Had loads off that. I think Nathan wants to do a potato reveal, and then Abby's going to show you how to collect some seeds off the wildflowers. Right, so Nathan's going to do his potatoes. And these are 2 seed potatoes in a packet with some cheap compost, and that's it. Let's see what we'll get. We're averaging on a couple of meals worth out of each bag. Keep cutting the tops off, Nathan, and we'll turn it up for you. Get rid of them onto the floor. No, the green bits. Have a go. See what we've got in this one. You missed.
1, 2, 3.
Just put them down there.
4, 5.
So you've got to dig in there. There's your other seed potato. You got a rubbish shot. We'll pick that up later. Yeah, not some bad ones there.
That one's cracked though.
Yeah, I think they're getting a bit big. We'll have to start pulling them all up, won't we? Because these are new potatoes, early potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, first it. So I say these were just a couple of seed potatoes
Teensy.
in a pot with some compost, cheap compost, bit of bloodfish and bone meal, initial watering, and then they're just been left to their own devices after that. Haven't done anything with them. They've just stood in the corner there. There's got another 4 or 5 left to go amongst the weeds there. Nathan wanted to grow potatoes as his project, even though he doesn't eat potatoes, he hates them. The only type of potatoes he eats is chips. Is that right?
Yeah. All crisps.
All crisps. Well, we'll make some crisps with them.
Yeah, we could do.
Oh, look at that. Abby had her project, and that was the wildflowers. So she's going to come and get some seeds off them because they've all gone past it now. We'll be pulling them out later on. Any more in there?
Next?
Are we doing the wildflowers next door?
Yeah, I think so. Once Abby comes back.
Yeah, the little Abby comes back. She just dropped Grandad back off at home. He's been over checking up on her.
It's quite a few for just 3
Yeah.
things.
Want a hand?
Yeah, just for that. Yeah.
Right at the bottom there.
Get the knife out when nobody fits the hand.
Oh, so yeah, loads here.
Yeah. I think that's all, is it?
That's an idiot, I think. There's a one. There we go.
We'll get all this resoiled.
Yeah, that's not
and
bad.
planted.
So we're going to reuse this soil. We're going to put
So it's
into
pretty
planters, and we'll probably put some beetroot or some carrots into some plant pots with it. See if we can get some stuff for Christmas. Okay. Not a bad haul. So thought I would just show you the latest haul for next year. Everybody is on YouTube's been talking about Wilkinson's. Now they haven't quite started their sales on all the garden stuff yet, but we did have a few seeds down to 10 pence a packet. So we're getting all these for 10 pence a packet, and
have 41 packets.
41 packets, so it was £4 10 pence. We did total it all up, and it came to £52 worth.
Yeah.
Of
£2.
of seeds if we bought them normally, and we got them all for £4 10 pence. I know we've got lots of repeats and stuff that, but I'll just end up giving most of them away, different people along the plot. So yeah, get yourself to Wilkinson's. Like I say, not quite in the northeast, I'm not selling everything off just as much as everybody else is in the rest of the country, but we're probably about 6 weeks behind in gardening, so it will come. So this is Abby, and she's going to collect some of the seed heads from our wild garden and show you what she's going to do with them. Okay.
So they'll all dry up, but we'll do it inside a bag, and then all the seeds will just like drop out from inside them. And if it's, and they'll drop into the bottoms of the bags, so we can collect them for next year.
You want to show them how you want to cut them and collect them?
Yeah.
Nathan, you can hold the bag for her.
Yeah,
You've got to use a paper bag, otherwise they'll rot if you use a plastic bag.
So you cut them like so far down, and then you put them in your paper bag.
So these are predominantly poppies that she's collecting here.
Because I don't know much about the others.
Yeah, the blue ones are cornflowers. I'm not sure how to collect the seeds on cornflowers in these ones. So I'll be going to do quite a few of these so I can get a load for next year, and then these are all just about done now, so we're going to pull them all out, and we'll probably just put the stuff into black plastic bags, to be honest.
At the end video we might be able to show you where we could plant them next year.
Yeah. We put them all into plastic bags as opposed to putting them on a compost heap, because otherwise our compost heap will just end up all poppies next year. Okay. So that's it for today, folks.
That's what we've got.
That's a nice little haul for today. See you all soon. If you like, please subscribe and leave any comments below, especially about the chickpeas. We're quite curious about chickpeas. Cheers, bye.